Okay, now, the next step is to put my clothes away. Now, recently let me get this down. I did clean out all my drawers. So they're ready to go. Well, as you can see, I've got quite a mess back here. I didn't anchor down my blankets because I was doing so many of my towels at the laundromat that I figured I'm going to have to take it down anyways. Well, when I turned a corner, they all went flying, which is one reason why I bungee them all down. So now I've got to just get everything together. So come help me. Come on. Okay, let's get this a mess in here. Everything's just hodgepodge here. Okay, so let me get back here. Woo. Take off my glasses so I can see. Okay, so these. It's kind of a trick to get everything neat and orderly from the very beginning, because if you don't get things laid down properly first, it's just a mess the whole way through. So, let's see if I can get these. Now these two I'm going to leave out because I'm going to lay these down. All clean towels for the rest of the week. Maybe even a whole week and a half. Because I've got like 5 sets. And it seems like in the winter I wear my clothes a little bit longer than I do in the summer. Because in the summer we sweat a lot. But so I've been doing laundry maybe once every week and a half, 2 weeks. So that's that. Okay, put this up. There we go. Now I gotta put my pillowcases on. I know the lighting's really bad in here. I've got light coming from all sides. I'm a nomad. I don't have a studio. Most YouTubers have studios. They have dedicated bedrooms and they use it as their studio. So they've got really nice lighting. I'll tell you, us nomads, you need to applaud us if you like our videos, because that means we're good at it. Get in there. I know. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's like, sometimes in van life, I feel like I'm wrestling a bear, you know? I've mentioned that a lot. It just feels like, because it's a small space and I don't have a lot of elbow room, which is why I have bruises on me, you know? If you're in a small space, you really are. It's like wrestling a bear. Although I've never done that before, have you? That would be bad. They have a huge grizzly bear. They call it the brown bear. I like to call it the grizzly bear. Grizzly. Remember Grizzly Adams? Yeah, I mean, he looks all mild-mannered, but the thing with the grizzly bear is they have a lot of water running. I don't fold this thing up. Why would I? I just kind of bunch it and then I park it under all my towels. That way I know right where it's at. But yeah, they have this water running, so he probably can't hear too much anyways. He's just in his own little world, plodding along. He's got a nice area. Then I put this scarf over this so I can hide and protect my bedding. Don't want dust getting on it or anything like that. And I want it to look nice. There. Tuck this in. Okay. Let's see, and then I bungee this. That's why this fell before. If I have to do a really quick stop, I mean like slam on my brakes, even with the bungees, this can go flying. Yeah. It just, you know, and then I put it back. It's not that big a deal. I know I'm all huffing and puffing here. It's a lot of work. Getting to the laundromat, doing laundry. You gotta drive there, then drive to a spot where you can put everything back together. Here's my puppy. Ruff, 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 ruff. And here's my Santa hat, and I've been putting it over him. That way I know where it's at. It's like a little, somebody said, are you going to decorate for Christmas? Well, there we go. We'll decorate him. There. Okay, so now I need to put down. So I still have to do some shifting. Shift, shift, shift. Oops, don't hurt my glasses. Okay, now I can put down. Oh, see blankets? I have like 4 major blankets. It's very thick, it's about that thick. And then over top of my carpeting, which is that thick. It's pretty comfortable. It's a soft landing. Okay, now I'm going to put my towels down. There we go. I love to do laundry. I love to have clean clothes and all clean towels. But when I put a new set of clean towels down, I always feel like, oh wow. It just feels so fresh. I love it. Thanks for watching me do this. I know. See how important your knees are? I have to crawl and get. It's the same as putting all that stuff there. If you put it down right and take the time the first time, when you do it, it will stay nice. So I take the time to make sure that everything is laid down nicely. Okay, listen to me, huff and puff. I'll tell you, my breathing is a lot better in Tucson. When I was in Flagstaff, because of the elevation, oh my gosh, there were times where I was like, I just was exhausted, out of breath. And it didn't seem to go away after the first couple months. It was kind of like off and on throughout the whole time I was in Flagstaff. I was very happy to get back to Tucson. So the elevation is better. I don't know, what is the elevation in Tucson? Maybe 2,000 or 15, I don't know. I forget. I have to look that up. I don't know if I've ever looked that up. Okay, so I've got my nice towels. Let me put these back. No, I need that out. Okay, make it my living room. Okay, now, the next step is to put my clothes away. Now, recently let me get this down. I did clean out all my drawers. So they're ready to go. So exciting. Let's see what I got here. First of all, I gotta get some of this stuff out. There was a guy at the laundromat and by my table, and he started doing his laundry, his washer, right by my folded clothes. Because it was right beside the table. Oh, they're really dirty stuff. And he was like, things were falling all over. So I moved everything over. Because, you know, when you got clean clothes, you don't want, I kind of take the time actually sometimes to wash my table before I fold my clothes. And if you have a washer at home, then maybe you'll understand this. When you go to the laundromat, you're dealing with other people. You're dealing with all kinds of people with all kinds of degrees of clothes. I mean, dirty clothes, really soiled clothes, mechanics clothes, greasy clothes, moldy clothes, whatever. So I am a little bit protective when I go to the laundromat. I kind of wash the table off because I don't know who the person was before me. I think it's just clean living because I lived a clean life in a house. And I know a lot of you do too. We're just a little bit more prissy, I guess, or something. But the thing is not everybody is that way. So when I wash my table, And then I have somebody else come along when they know that's my table, and they start laying their stuff on there. I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. and I will say something. It's got me in trouble before, but I have a right to say something if this is a table I'm using. And I took the time to make it nice and dust it off and things. And to me, it's a faux pas. It's a moire, not a taboo, but it's a moire. Because a lot of you don't understand if you don't use a laundromat, but there's a lot of mores going on in laundromats. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like somebody just come along and start throwing stuff. One time I was at the laundromat. In fact, it was the one I was just at. And I just cleaned off my table and I had a few things. There was this guy came in. Oh my gosh. And he had these buckets. It looked dirty. And he just took the bucket and sat it right up on my table. And I don't know where that bucket has been, right? It could have been in some vomit-infested garage or something. And I did say something. Say, oh, no. And I go, no, I'm using this table. And then I had to go wash it off. But it was a dirty bucket. And I'm like, what? But some people don't think about stuff like that, you know? And then some people just want to be jerks about it, you know, when they know it's your table. I've had that happen. Yeah. I could tell you the story, but I won't. And, yeah. It's a clean living thing. Does that make sense? I think it does. I think you gals, and a lot of you guys know that too. If you want a high quality person around you and you want to live your life that way, then you ought to be on that side a little bit. Okay, here we go. These are my arm gaiters. And that's really the way I live my life. See, this won't fit in these drawers. This is a hoodie, so I got to put it here. I got to put this in the back in one of those bags. Remember, I was cleaning out my bags at the hotel? Yeah. Alrighty then. Okay. I washed this. I will rewash these. These are car fiber for your to wipe your car on the outside after, like, at the car wash. Well, if they're really dirty, there's no way I'm gonna wash them in my regular stuff. Even my towels. I mean, I want those to be nice. So if they're really bad, I throw them away. And then eventually I buy a new pack. $5 for like 10. But this one was pretty easy, and so I washed it and put that there. This is an extra towel. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to put this in the back. There we go. Okay. Well, herein ends my hair. It's all staticky. Herein ends my laundromat adventure.